Anthony Hartwig here with a Lakeview basketball girls player profile. We're joined by junior Calissa Werner. Calissa, thank you so much for coming on and talking with us about your season.
You're welcome. Thanks
You're
for
a
having
junior,
me.
no longer a young kid. You're now a certified veteran. What's it feel like to kind of move into the upperclassmen ranks?
I feel like I don't know. It doesn't really feel any different right now. We have another senior, and it just feels like I don't know. We just all play together, and I don't really think there's any like seniority or anything.
With the one senior on the team, you're asked to have a lot of leadership. You and the other juniors on the team. You've been there, you've done that, you've experienced a lot. What's it been like to kind of be able to step into a bigger role of leadership this year and try to take charge of the team a little bit?
I know it's definitely been different for me because I I don't know. Like I'm not a very vocal person, so I feel like it's been more of a challenge for me. But I think we've all been working together, and like we're again working as a team. So it's kind of like we're feeding off of each other, and we're like learning as we go.
We're catching you after 2 games in the season. Lakeview's 2-0 with big wins over Warren area schools that are kind of backyard rivals for Lakeview. Talk about the start of this year and what it's been like to kind of see the success early.
Oh, I think it's been great. I think coming off of two big wins is it's huge. Now we're starting with a winning record right now, and it's giving us momentum. Hopefully, going into league play and everything like that.
The last couple practices, I mean, what's the confidence level been like?
Um, I think it's been a confidence boost, but again, you can't underestimate anyone you're playing. You have to go into it with the same mentality. So it's given us more confidence, but we still have to go into it like an open mind, and that each game is important.
Let's talk about your season. You came in with, I'm sure, some personal goals that you had for the year. What were the goals that you had that you set for yourself that you wanted to accomplish this season?
I definitely wanted to keep up on my defense because I've always been more of a defensive player than an offense. So with that being said, I wanted to work more on my offense, more on my shooting. I've been working a lot more on my shooting recently because now that we have like our coaches want us to shoot, they have confidence in us, so that instills confidence in like me as a player. So I definitely wanted to work more on my shooting, just handling the ball and keeping the pace of the game like more like up tempo and just kind of playing like that. It's different, so it's been more challenging. But I think just getting into the groove and getting into the game a little earlier.
We see you as a multiple sport athlete at Lakeview, and you are definitely keeping yourself busy with schoolwork, athletics, trying to have a social life as a high school student. What are some of the keys for you being able to juggle it all and trying to manage all your time?
I mean, with the social life, a lot of my friends play in the same sports as me, so like after sports we go and do stuff. But with schoolwork, it's definitely challenging. There's a ton of schoolwork, and like in the beginning of the year when I didn't really have a sport, it was easier to maintain. But now that I have a sport, it's definitely a lot. And I'll have a split when we start softball. I'll have softball then too, so it's definitely a lot.
Where does junior year rank so far on the level of difficulty compared to freshman and sophomore year in the classroom?
It's definitely up there. It's probably the first one.
What have been some of the classes that you have really liked or enjoyed studying? Not just this year, but if you want to pick a freshman or sophomore class, be my guest too.
Um, I don't really know. I normally like math the most, but math is definitely challenging now. I've actually liked biology and chemistry, which is surprising because I normally don't like science. Even my history classes haven't been that bad, but I don't know. I've really enjoyed my bio and chem class.
What about the hardest classes, the ones that make you work the hardest to get good grades in?
I'm taking a college chemistry class this year, and that one's definitely the most difficult. I have it first period, so it's right off the bat. It's very difficult. Um, yeah, I'm taking all college classes. Like the next semester, I'll take all college classes. So it's just been different, and they're all challenging in their own way, and just keeping up on all the work and not getting behind.
Next semester, all college classes plus softball. Sure, that'll be an interesting challenge for you, for sure. But let's talk more about basketball. Let's talk about your basketball journey. When did you kind of start playing basketball, start taking it seriously, and start knowing that you wanted to be a serious varsity basketball player?
My younger sister McKenna, she actually played before me, and I look up to her. I still do to this day. And when my dad coached her, and like I was jealous of that, so of course I played. And then my dad coached me, and it just kind of like I've always looked up to her. So she's been my inspiration for that. And now that I'm not playing with her, it's definitely different, but it's driven me to work harder and like live up to that.
I like talking about dad coaches out there that get their daughters starting in sports. What was it like
Mhm.
to kind of one watch your sister be coached by your dad and then be able to be coached by him yourself?
I was always jealous when their relationship then, but when him as a coach, I actually really enjoyed him as a coach because he held me accountable. I don't know, he was very good. He wasn't one of those dad coaches who screams at me for my mistakes. Like he knows how I play. Like he understands me, and he taught me a ton of lessons that I still take with me, and he still teaches me to this day. I still look at him as a coach to me.
And then as we're talking about coaches, we'll talk about the new coaching staff in Lakeview and how that's been going and what it was like to try to acclimate yourself to a new coach and a new philosophy and what kind of made the transition so smooth. Obviously it's working because you guys are 2-0 so far.
I think Coach Lee came in and he talked to all of us from the very beginning last year, and I think he's talked to a ton of people, and just the whole coaching staff has made it very easy for us to transition. Like I'm not saying it's been easy, but with them there, they were the ones who made it easier, and it's he wants us all on the same page. So when we're all on the same page and we all know like we want to play at this pace, we want to play off this defense and this offense, like it's very I think well organized, and I really think he's building a program right now, and it's great.
What were some of your first impressions when you first met this coach and the coaching staff that he put out?
He talked to us about how crazy of a coach he was and all of that stuff. So I was actually really excited. I really didn't know much about him before that, but I love our coaching staff now. Like they're making it really easy. They're making me love the sport more, and that's it's honestly great.
We only get to see the coaches during the games and the sideline attitude. So talk a little bit about what practices are like and give us kind of insight on this new coaching staff in Lakeview and what they're like outside of a game.
Our practices. So we have Coach Clark, Kim Clark. She works with more of the offense. So we'll split it up and we'll do defense and offense, and because Coach Lee takes more of the defense, and our other coaches are more like the rebounding and other stuff. But yeah, so we split it up a lot, and Coach Clark works a lot with us on our. Now we're working more on our zone offense and everything. So our practices are they're well structured, I would say, and we're working on things that you would see in a game. So it's preparing us that way too.
You talked about it earlier. A lot of your friends play the sports that you play, and your circle is so tight. These teams are so tight knit. What's it like to be on a group or a team, I should say, with a group of girls that just really spend so much time together on and off the court, and you know that you trust everyone on the court with you?
My grade, I have well in our grade, so we have Mackenzie Stowe, Annabelle Humphrey, and Isabel Eisenberg, and me. We're all very close, and we've played basketball together ever since we were younger. But even the other grades, like we all get like even if we don't hang out outside of school, like we all get along so well. And like when we're in the locker room before practices or games, like we're all laughing, like we all get along so well. So it just makes it a lot more comfortable and easier to play together.
We all talk about how sports kind of bring people into the circle. Do you think you have a teammate, whether it be basketball or softball, that you think that they're in your circle because of sports, and you're glad that playing the sports with them has brought them into your life, and maybe without the sports, it wouldn't be someone that maybe ventured into your circle?
I think I was close with Annabelle, Isabella, and Mac all throughout sports. So I don't know if I would be as close with them without sports, but like I used to do Girl Scouts with Isabella, so like we have these little things, and we had a ton of classes together. So I think sports has brought us together, but like that took our friendship to the next level. But I'm thankful for all of them. Like they make playing the sport so much more enjoyable.
As a multiple sport athlete, you get to represent this school system so much, every season. What makes you proud to represent Lakeview and put Lakeview across your chest?
I just think I don't know. I really appreciate our coaching staff and everyone like that recognizes us and the people that come out to our games. So like I want to work hard to play for my team and my coaches who have that confidence. And it is like I am proud to wear Lakeview across my chest because of that.
We always like to get to know players a little bit off the court during these interviews. So it's Christmas time. If you can't tell from her background, we'll have some Christmas questions. What's your favorite Christmas movie out there?
I love Home Alone. I love all of them. I love all the Christmas movies, honestly.
Every Christmas
All of
movie.
them.
Do
All
you
of
have a
them.
favorite Home Alone, like one or two?
No, it's definitely one or two. I really like the first. Yeah, it's literally one or two. That's it.
When you think about your favorite Christmas traditions with your family, what kind of things come to mind?
um, I don't really know. We decorated for Christmas a little earlier this year, so because my dad does not like decorating early, but we did that. I love going. We go get 2 real like live trees. I love doing that. Um, the cookies. I love cookies, so I like making those. I just like my family being in town and just all of that.
We can't jump over Thanksgiving. It's before Christmas. We're doing this interview before Thanksgiving. We'll give it its
Yeah.
due. What's your favorite Thanksgiving meal?
Like meal or like the dessert.
Food. You choose. If you like that dessert, man, give it to us.
I love apple pie, especially if there's vanilla ice cream. So that's probably my favorite.
Give the apple pie. And then you said you like baking cookies. What's your favorite cookie?
I like the double chocolate one, like the one that
Mm.
has the chocolate and the chocolate icing. Those are so good.
And then we have to end with the Christmas song. We've done movie tradition. What's the favorite Christmas song?
I love "Mary Did You Know" by Carrie Underwood. It is so good. It's so good.
That's a great pick. I have no shame in that pick at all. I think
It's so
it's
good.
fantastic, and it's not as basic as someone saying all I want for Christmas is you.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I like it.
Exactly.
I like some freshness in the interview. All right, Calissa, we end these player profiles the same way every time. We want to give the player the chance to take the spotlight off themselves for a little bit and shine on the people that are in their life that support them, that they wouldn't be where they are without. So as much time as you want to give thank yous and shout outs to the people in your life, give them out.
I just want to say thank you to the new coaching staff, especially because they've instilled confidence in me, and I'm not a very confident player. So when I hear them saying like you shoot the ball, like you're open, like if we need you to take those shots, like it makes me more confident and it makes me less hesitant to shoot. My dad, because without him, he I always text him like, hey, can you shoot with me afterwards? And he'll come no matter what. He gets off work and he'll come. And I always appreciate that. And it means a lot to me, even in softball. My mom, she's there every single game and she hates to miss them. And she's honestly my number one supporter, and I'm very thankful for her. My sister again, because without her, I don't know if I would like this sport as much, but I'm so thankful for that. Just everyone around me that's been there and helped me shoot and like help me when I wasn't in it mentally, so that like all my friends and family, especially my teammates, they make playing the sport so fun. I half the practices I can't stop laughing because they're seriously like some of my favorite people. Like every single one of them I appreciate so much. So I'm just thankful for everyone who's been there.
Calissa, we want to thank you so much for taking the time to join us today and talking to us about your season. We wish you the best of luck, and we can't wait to talk to you real soon.
Thank you.